Annette, and I am so excited to have you here today. I'm going to be talking about the Summer Fridays Vitamin C See Me Serum, and I'm going to be giving you my review series, Pat or Toss, where I let you know if this is a product that you should pat on your skin or simply toss. Before we can get into any product, we have to first talk about what exactly is that ingredient about. So today's ingredient of choice is vitamin C. So what exactly is vitamin C? Now before we can talk about vitamin C, we have to talk about free radicals. Free radicals. So we're going to talk about free radicals first, and then we're going to dive into the review. So on the Today Show, on their website, they interviewed two doctors who talked about what free radicals are. And I'm going to read their names from my notes. So the two doctors they interviewed were Dr. Noelani Gonzalez, and the second doctor was Dr. Sejal Shah. And in the interview, they talked about free radicals. Now, I'm going to summarize what both doctors said. So they define free radicals as this. Free radicals are unstable molecules causing damage to skin cells as they search for missing electrons on their outer shell. Stay with me, it's not going to be too scientific, I promise. To destabilize, they bond with other atoms or molecules, which ends in oxidative stress that damages our DNA and skin cells. So the free radicals are those environmental dangers that are out there in the world. Those could be things such as like pollution. Those could be things such as UV rays and how that can damage our skin as well. It could be just simply bacteria in the air. So there are a lot of different forms of the free radicals, and that is where antioxidants come in, because antioxidants help to reduce or prevent that oxidative stress on our skin. That's their job. Vitamin C is a form of an antioxidant. Other antioxidants are things like niacinamide, for instance. That's another antioxidant. So vitamin C comes in and it helps with that oxidative stress. And what that does is it helps with uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, anti-aging. It helps with just roughness and texture in general. The reason why vitamin C is so great with anti-aging, just a quick note, is because vitamin C antioxidants, they help in that skin cell renewal process. And so that's why it's part of the anti-aging family as well. So now that we know what vitamin C is supposed to do, now let's look at what Summer Friday says their product is supposed to do. I'm going to be reading off of their website, and I'm going to be telling you what they describe this product as being. Summer Fridays describes their product as being vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, brightening, hydrating, and anti-aging. And then on their website, they also say, add this brightening serum to your routine for a glowy, even, copy-me complexion. Featuring two super-powered forms of vitamin C, this serum delivers instant brightness while reducing the appearance of dark spots and hyperpigmentation, so your skin can go filter-free. Packed with squalane to lock in moisture for that extra glow and to protect against free radicals, along with clinically proven peptides to promote youthful-looking skin. So now I'm going to talk about the key ingredients which are listed on Summer Friday's website. So those ingredients are vitamin C 1 and 2, squalane. They also list a peptide complex and a botanical cocktail. So the botanical cocktail has antioxidant-rich coffee. They also list green tea, clove, and then they have fruit and flower extracts. So that's the botanical cocktail. So those are the key ingredients that Summer Fridays lists for their product. Now I'm going to look at the top 5 ingredients overall in the ingredient list. And as I've mentioned in my previous videos, it's important to know about ingredients, ingredient lists, what they mean, what family they belong to. That's all very important for numerous reasons. One of the reasons is because you want to make sure that what is being advertised to you is actually being followed through in the formulation. So for instance, if you're trying to buy like a retinol serum, you want to make sure that when you get the retinol, that you look at the ingredient list of the product, and you want to make sure that retinol isn't like the last thing listed on the ingredient list, because that means that that is the lowest amount being formulated overall. So the higher up the ingredient is, the more of that ingredient is being placed within the product. That is why I'm going to be focusing on the top 5 ingredients. You should also look at all of the ingredients in general. I would recommend doing so. And I also like to use Paula's Choice ingredient list for that as well. Paula's Choice has an ingredient list, and it's really great because they'll go ahead and they'll let you know if the ingredient is poor, average, good, or best. and it's kind of like a really good tool to have in your pocket when you're looking at different products. Looking at the ingredients, the first ingredient is water. The second ingredient is niacinamide. Niacinamide is also known as vitamin B3. So niacinamide is part of the antioxidant family, so you know it's a skin replenishing ingredient similar to vitamin C. After niacinamide, the product goes on to list 2 forms of vitamin C. The first is a 3,0-ethyl ascorbic acid. The other one is ascorbyl glucoside. Glucoside is just simple sugar, and it is also water binding. So if you want to know what water binding means, my previous video that I did, I go into more detail, and I will list that video below. So after the ascorbyl glucoside, the 5th ingredient is butylene glycol. Butylene glycol is a texture enhancer. So that is giving it that like slip effect that you will feel if you choose to use this product. And so those are all of the top 5 ingredients. Looking at the top 5 ingredients, it's really great because based on the ingredients, it definitely matches up to how Summer Fridays describes their product. They describe their product as brightening, hydrating, and anti-aging. You have powerful antioxidants listed in the top 5 ingredients, and the first ingredient is water. So when I was buying this product, I was really excited because I was able to see that they were living up to exactly what they were advertising. Now I'm going to talk about how I use this product. So with vitamin C, people tend to have different opinions. Some people like to use vitamin C at night. Some people like to use vitamin C in the morning, like me. Some people like to use vitamin C twice a day. Some people like to use vitamin C once a day, like me. So yeah, so the reason for myself, I don't like to use vitamin C at night, and that is for 2 reasons. The first reason is because when I sleep, I tend to toss and turn. So I'm moving around a lot in my sleep. I wish I could sleep on my back the whole night, but I can't. So I find it wasteful to be applying products on my skin because they're going to be transferring from my skin to my pillowcase. So as opposed to using it at night, I love to use vitamin C during the day because then I get the full effect of the product. So that's with using vitamin C during the day for the sleeping reason. The other reason is because vitamin C is a very strong and powerful ingredient. It really is, and you know, it gives you a beautiful glow the second you apply it to your skin. It helps with your texture of your skin. So that is why I prefer to use vitamin C during the day, for those 2 reasons. So now I am finally going to be talking about how have I enjoyed using this product. So this is a product that I have thoroughly enjoyed using. I've used it for a month, as I mentioned earlier, and I have found for 2 things. The first thing was that when I first started using this product, as with any vitamin C product, you will notice incredible change appearance-wise from just applying it onto the skin. So I found that my skin had a beautiful, naturally radiant glow. It really felt like Summer Fridays, how they described it, copy me complexion. And I really, really love that about this product. So I loved it for that effect. But then when I'm applying my ingredients, I don't just want an instant gratification. I want to make sure that it's going to be working over a long period of time. So when I was using the vitamin C, I found after about 2 weeks that my hyperpigmentation really started to fade. It was incredible. I found that pigmentation started to fade, my tone got more even, and then even my texture and any of my fine lines around my eye area started to fade as well. So I really, really loved this ingredient and I love this product. And then I loved as well how easy it was to use. I love this product as well because sometimes vitamin C, you do have the droppers, which is fine, there's no problem with it, but the idea of having to twist off the cap and then when it finishes, it's hard to like get the last few, you know, it's just really, it's annoying. So I prefer to use this product because for one thing, you can twist it to lock it, twist it to open it. So you know that you're not gonna be wasting product if it's in a bag, if it's wherever, if you're traveling. I love that so much. But then also it's really great for even just application purposes. When you're squirting it, you know how much you wanna use. And so for me, I tend to pump it twice and that's more than enough for me. But you can slather your whole face with it if you want to, you can put it all over, it doesn't matter. But I tend to just use 2 pumps and I'm perfectly fine. So I really love the packaging for the product. And then I love the fact that it actually works. Like, it actually works. It doesn't just make you look glowy and radiant and, you know, then you wash it off and you're like, oh, the marks are still there and what's happening? You actually see it working. You see your skin getting better with each use. And I really, really appreciate that. I also appreciate the fact that the advertising completely matches up with the ingredients as well. So you know it's well formulated, there was thought put into the ingredients and care put into the ingredients for our skin. So now, is this a product that I would recommend that you pat on your skin or that you toss? This is definitely a product that I would recommend that you pat all over your skin. I would recommend that you pat this product on your skin in the morning every single day. This is such an incredible product that you will see true results from, that I saw true results from. So I would love to hear your comments below. If you've tried this product, if you're looking forward to trying it, what do you think if you've tried it so far? And what do you hope for when you do go ahead to try it? That's all for me today, and I thank you all so much for watching this video. I do ask that you please consider liking the video, sharing it to anyone that you might know who might be interested, or those who might not be, maybe they'll get them interested. And I also ask that you please consider commenting and also subscribing to my channel. I have new videos in my Pat or Toss series every single week, and I also have additional skincare, beauty, and lifestyle related videos coming as well. I thank you all so much for watching today, and don't go away. Oh no, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna watch any other video that I have on my channel, and I definitely promise that you will learn something and you will also enjoy the ride. Thank you all so much for watching this video today, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Just wanted to share, this is what I've been working with. It's been raining, and then the birds are chirping nonstop. So yeah, I did my makeup today, guys. I'm so excited and proud of it. Yeah, I slapped on some foundation and I used the Glossier, no, I didn't even use foundation. Sorry, I used the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, but I think the shade I used is too dark because I usually use the shade in the summer. But we've been indoors for a while, so my skin has lightened up a little bit. But I use the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I use my MAC powder. I use my MAC setting powder to set the makeup, and then I use the Glossier Boy Brow. I don't know if you guys can see it really well, but I am like absolutely obsessed. I love Glossier. I've never tried their skincare products, so I'll work up to that, but I did my makeup. Magazine and wine. Magazine and wine. That's all I have to say. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm gonna go away. And I'm gonna go take off this makeup.